Good morning everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Just want to share some products I've been really loving with you all from Waterless. Before we get started with the day, I need to really fix my hair. I'm about to fix my hair because I'm on like day 3 here, and I slept with it in braids last night, which I like never do. But it's just really frizzy and gross, and so right now it is 8:28 and I have to take Ella to the vet at 9, so I'm going to be leaving here very shortly to go take her to get her annual shots. I just took her on a nice long walk and I'm pretty hot. Also, our mirror finally came in. I'll leave it linked down below. This is from Overstock and so happy with it. It's definitely in a little bit funky of a spot, but it's the best place we could put it that has like an optimal background when you look in it and has the light coming at you, that kind of thing. So definitely enjoy that, but it came in the day we left to go out of town last week. So I have 3 products from Waterless right here to show you, but I'm really going to be focusing a lot on the dry shampoo and dry conditioner today. I am not putting heat on my hair, so I'm not going to use the heat shield. However, I have used it multiple times. I used it this weekend when I was like actually styling my hair. Makes your hair look amazing when you style it with heat. So I really love the story behind Waterless, and I think you all will too. So a small team of scientists basically took it to the community level when developing these products. In Cape Town, South Africa in January of 2018, the city had announced it was 3 months away from running out of water for its city of 4 million people. And the scientists basically came up with these products to help the people of Cape Town keep their hair clean, looking well, and everything like that in between wash days, since they really weren't able to wash their hair because of the lack of water and them about to be running out of water. So they developed these products for the people of Cape Town. So I obviously really love the story, and they have just worked so hard to provide a very wide range of products for such a diverse group of hair types for different people. And I love that because I have very thick, curly, unmanageable hair most of the time, so I need stuff like this in my life. So it's just amazing that I can get clean, conditioned hair in between washes and make it look well all over again without using a single drop of water. I just think that's like so phenomenal. So the whole point of dry shampoo, if you did not know, is to just help remove oil from your scalp and any product buildup you may have. And I love that this is a foam, very different from the typical dry shampoo, and I have been loving using this. I only wash my hair every 3 days. No paraben, sulfates, or dyes, and it has tapioca starch to help absorb the oil in your hair, and it leaves no residue at all. But I just like to section it off to make the application easier and just kind of lift my hair at the root. I like to go underneath my hair too with like what's left on my fingers, and as you can tell, it just really like lifts your hair from the root really well. And that's what I really like look for when I'm looking for dry shampoos as well, just so my hair's not so flat and lifeless. I'm gonna use a dry conditioner now, and if you haven't used a dry conditioner before, what are you doing? Especially paired with the dry shampoo, it's amazing. This has omega-9 to help lock in moisture, has vitamin B5, E, and jojoba oil to help nourish the scalp. And once again, it's free of parabens, sulfates, and dyes, of course. Spray this just from like the midsection of my hair right here, about 6 inches away. And then I do under my hair. And then I just kind of run my fingers over it. I don't brush it just because I have curly hair, but if you have a straight or wavy hair and you brush it typically, I would just brush it. How much better this side looks from dry shampoo and dry conditioner, and then there's this side with just dry shampoo. It makes a world of a difference, so highly recommend trying this out and pairing the two. So I will have a link in the description for you all to check out Waterless. Really quick and easy fix when you're on the go, and I love using this after the gym or after I go on long walks outside and my scalp gets all sweaty. This is seriously such a great quick fix when you're on the go. So thank you to Waterless for sponsoring this video, and be sure to check them out. I'm literally so hungry. I've been eating since like 5:20 yesterday, and it's 9:07 right now. So that's just like a really long time without eating. And basically Griffin went to Heritage House this morning, and he brought me back a little protein bite. So I just ate that, and I didn't realize how hungry I was. And he also got me a chocolate chip scone, which like I I did not need at all. I really don't like starting my day with like sugary stuff, honestly. Like, just because I just feel so much more lazy and lethargic throughout the day. I don't know if you guys are the same way. I like to have like more of a savory and hearty breakfast, and like a lot of protein and a little bit of carbs. And you guys know I like to eat the same thing every day for breakfast. That's just my routine. Sweet of him for him to get it for me, but I haven't had coffee yet either, and I'm so ready to get some coffee in my system. You guys have no idea, because I did not sleep last night, which I'll tell you guys about in a second. Ella's over here showing off. Mommy, I did so good. No, do not get in that bag. You did so good. Oh, your tests were negative, and you were so happy to come back in the car.
I'm having a great day. Thanks for looking at you for you.
Hi, can I please just have a medium iced coffee with oat milk and just like 1 pump of caramel?
Oh, is it recording?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Reenact it. It'll be more entertaining.
you want me to reenact it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how
And make it quick.
my terrifying night began. So I'm sitting here studying, obviously because I had 2 tests, and I kept hearing these little dinging noises, which
Wait, pause. What do you guys think is gonna happen? What did he hear?
So what I thought was going on, I thought Ella was just running from underneath Abby's bed and grabbing like food and then running back into her little cave. So I got up. Am I reenacting it?
Yeah.
So I got up.
So you got up.
Like
Yeah,
super quietly. And I like tiptoed over here. And nobody was there. So I was like, this is awkward, and it was really dark. So then I sat back down, like 5 minutes later, did the same exact thing. I yelled Ella, and I just heard her twitch underneath the bed. So then I went and turned on all the lights, came back in here, sat down. 30 minutes have passed. I get back up, tiptoe over here, and hit a little. And I see this little Minnie Mouse, little
Yeah, that's literally what it
jump into Ella's food bowl like 5 times and just run back underneath the stove.
So yeah, that's the story. That's why I got no sleep last night. Because if you guys have been watching me for the past year, then you know our situation last year with the rats, and the whole reason we moved here was to get away from rodents.
Yeah, I think my heart rate's still up from you yelling my name last night when I was asleep.
Yeah. Because I went to sleep late because this is another thing, like this week's just been terrible, but I realized, so I had 3 of my tests changed their dates, and each of the changed dates like fell within a week of each other, so I had like updated everything in my calendar, but I guess I like forgot to do one of the tests, so I thought my test was next Tuesday, and I went in the class yesterday and we started reviewing for the test, and I was like, oh my god, my test is Thursday, so I realized yesterday at 4:45 that I had a test on Thursday at 3:30 that I haven't started studying for, which is what I'm trying to do right now, but it's really hard. So I was staying up late trying to make my study up for it and everything, and didn't really get any sleep because I was, 1, paranoid, of course. Like, I'm handling it a lot better than we did last year with the rats, but with the rats it was a lot different. 1, because they were like giant slimy rats, and then like also just because it was the first time dealing with it. So now like
I just didn't think I would
we're stronger now, but we're not, you know?
I didn't think I'd actually see it.
That's like Griffin said it was like literally like a scene out of like Tom and Jerry. And I wasn't here, thankfully, but he texted me and was like, don't come upstairs. And the second I received that text, because he said he was trying to like fix something, I was like, I know exactly what's going on. And at like 5 or 6 a.m. I heard it in like the little stove pull-out drawer with all the little drip pans, but Griffin and his friend like pulled out the stove and saw droppings and stuff, and our leasing office literally just gave us 2 little like sticky dinky traps, and they know where it's coming from. It's like the electrical area where the stove plugs in, it's not covered, and those areas are supposed to be covered, and like literally it's like hanging off and there's a screw on it and everything, so like all it needs is to be like screwed in. And leasing office was like, oh, exterminators only come Thursdays, here's some sticky traps, and like they're not gonna freaking screw it back. But I'm about to go down there in a second and tell them, yeah, you are going to screw it back, because the entire reason I moved here in the first place was to not deal with this, and I don't think it should be uncovered anyways. You obviously weren't able to catch it and don't know where it's at right now. Don't know if it's in the wall, it's chilling under the stove. Okay guys, I'm about to head to class. I've just been working on trying to get the study guide figured out, and I had to talk to my dad for a little bit on the phone, and then I had to talk to my professor that's over the lift program for a little bit. So kind of had some interruptions there, and it's just hard to focus right now. I'm like in that mode where you're like so stressed where you like feel like you can't even do anything. Since I just found out the test was yesterday, which like I guess is my fault, but it's just frustrating because it's like I try to be so on top of things and like keep things so straight in my calendar, and I still mess up sometimes. But I guess it was bound to happen with everything going on. So hopefully I can just get everything crammed in. The last test wasn't like too hard, so I'm like trying not to worry too much, and I got a 90 on it. So I like know what the test is like, and it's just multiple choice, so it's like not terrible. But I actually like studied for the last one and got a 90. I feel like I overstudied for it though, so I'm hoping I can just like get all this solidified in my head overnight. But anyways, heading to class. This little pullover is from Vici Dolls, I think, and it has a little hood. I probably should change because it's actually so hot outside. Lululemon chooses side shorts, and then my Air Force Ones. Okay guys, I'm back in my car from class. I really want to explain my current situation in the car just so it's more interesting. So this actually works out pretty well with my car right now because my car mount for my camera is broken and I don't have my camera on me, so vlog in the car and dry up because I just really don't want to like be sitting at my desk saying all this, because I feel like it's a lot more entertaining when you listen to people talk and they're like doing something else at the same time, if that makes sense, and they're not just like sitting there looking at the camera talking, if that makes any sense at all. But I'm gonna go pick up some lunch for Griff and I. So I have a little bit of a dilemma with the CPA, and it's kind of extremely frustrating. And a lot of people are probably going to think like, how did you not know, like blah blah blah. But basically, if you don't know, I am like working towards getting my CPA, which is just being like a certified public accountant, and it is quite the process. Like it requires, you know, taking 4 parts of a pretty grueling exam, and the exam has like a 50% pass rate, I believe. So, you know, it's like it's regarded as like a hard exam. But anyways, the hard thing is the requirements. So the exam is the same across the nation, but each state, like you can sit under different states. Obviously I am planning on like sitting under Texas because I'm going to be working in Texas. So like to be licensed in Texas, I have to meet like the requirements, pass the exam, and then get like my hours towards the exam. So my dilemma is that Texas requires 150 hours, like credit hours, which I came into college with like 59 credit hours, I believe, from AP and dual enrollment credit, which I know not all of them count, but like at least like 30 of them did, I believe. And then I had like 110 or 115 in Alabama, and I like graduated with a total of like 168 whenever I just graduated this past May. So obviously now I'm getting a graduate degree, and it's 30 credit hours. So realistically, you'd be like, oh yeah, Abby, you definitely have 150 hours, right? Well, they told me whenever I like submitted all my stuff for my application, which the email and response, like I haven't heard back from them forever, and then I like was getting ready to call the office and be like, what is going on? Why does it take so long to hear back? But it's because it went to my junk mail and it was sent like a month after I had submitted everything. So anyways, I finally found it in my junk email the other day, and they're saying I have 132 hours, which is like so wrong. So I realized it was because of my like state college back home, where a lot of my dual enrolled credits were through. It's because they didn't have that transcript yet. So figured that out. But then you also have to have 30 credit hours of upper level accounting. I have 24 from my accounting major and my accounting specialization. So I'm finishing up the 30 hours obviously this semester for upper level accounting. I have all the upper level business. I think you have to have 24 upper level business credit hours, and I had those covered because I took so many like finance and econ and other classes and stuff like that. Then you also have to have like an ethics credit requirement. And when I looked like back in February, University of Alabama is like one of like the corporate governance classes was listed, and it was one, I can't remember if it was the one I'd already taken or it was one I was going to be taking, but it was listed and now it's not, so that doesn't count anymore towards the CPA requirements for Alabama. So I don't have that one fulfilled anymore, and then I'm also in the process of fulfilling my research requirements. So I'm just a little pissed off because in other states you're allowed to like sit for the exam and actually like start taking the exam before you've fulfilled all your requirements, but Texas is the most strict state for the CPA to sit for the exam, take it, whatever. And so I'm in this situation where I can't start taking it until every single thing is complete. So my only issue, like obviously right now what's incomplete is my accounting hours, and then my which are obviously going to be completed this semester, and then my ethics credit requirement. Well, I don't even think any of my classes next semester are going to satisfy the ethics credit requirement. So on top of doing 98 hours, I'm having to go outside of that and get one ethics credit out of the way from some random school online and pay for it, and just so I can sit in CPA, and not every state requires it. Just so I can sit in Texas, and not every state requires it. It's so frustrating. I was halfway done with studying for the first section that I was going to take, which was FAR, and now I'm at the point where I'm like not studying this week because I'm like, I'm not going to study because obviously I'm not taking it in December like I thought I would be able to. And it's really frustrating because I have summer classes with my degree, and I will be very busy with those because it'll be on a condensed schedule and it's 2 really hard classes, and I won't be done with those till like July. So I'm supposed to start work in September. So when am I going to have a summer if all of August I'm sitting there working on, you know, cramming for one section of the CPA just to get one section done? Because I'm not going to be able to start taking it until I figure out this ethics requirement, which I'm not going to have done until I find a school to take it through. I'm going to try to find like an interim winter one that I can take over Christmas break, which sucks because then I'm not going to have a break at all. So I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out, and a lot of people are like, oh, why don't you sit for, because you can sit for the CPA in another state. Like I could sit for it in Alabama or New York, whatever, any state I could just choose and say I'm sitting under it and then transfer my credits over to Texas. But of course Texas says in order for your credits to count from the state you like are sitting under, it has to be equal to or higher than Texas requirements. And I'm like, nobody is higher than Texas in requirements. So that just brings me back to the same place where I'm screwed. So I was just under the impression basically that I was able to take the CPA while that stuff was in progress, and I can't, because I have a lot of friends that have taken the CPA while their 150 hours were in progress, or 120 hours, whatever their state was, before they actually had it. And I'm just like not able to, and it's really frustrating because now the one thing I didn't want to do, which was have to sit through the CPA and take the CPA while I'm working full time, I'm gonna have to do. Or at least it looks like it, because as of right now, the earliest I would probably be able to take the CPA would be like March, and I'm not gonna be able to finish all 4 sections on top of grad school, on top of YouTube, on top of being a graduate assistant within a couple months. It's just not gonna happen. So now I'm gonna have to finish it while working full time. So I'm gonna be studying before work, studying after work, working all day, and it's just kind of like put me in this like early quarter life crisis where I'm just like, am I really doing this much work, having to go outside to take another class? And it's just frustrating. And my dad's sitting here telling me, you know, like, you're so close to the finish line, you've gotten like everything done along the way, and there are gonna be obstacles thrown at you that just make you want to throw in the towel and quit. And this is one of them. The freaking mouse is like pissing me off, and there's other stuff going on in my life that y'all don't know about that I don't share. And it's just one of those things where you're just sitting there like, how much more does the world want to throw on me right now? Because I can't take it. I'm about to break, and it's really frustrating when I had this all planned out, and the whole point, the whole like pro of me going to grad school was having the time to take the CPA, and now I can't even do it for the majority of the time I'm in grad school, and I'm going to be stuck having to probably put my YouTube channel and podcast on pause, which is the last thing I want to do, because it's what I've worked so hard to build up all of these years, just for me to have to take CPA. And I'm just really frustrated, and I'm finding myself very burnt out and questioning what I'm even passionate about anymore, and just a lot of like self-reflection, but I'm trying to like recognize what's a reaction and what's real, if that makes sense, as far as my feelings go. Like how much of what I'm feeling is purely a reaction to finding all of this out, and how much of it is like actually real, true feelings that I need to like assess and figure something out with. So I've been like really struggling, and that's that. There's a lot more to it. It's a really complicated process, so I'm sorry that was like really a lot to explain. But it's just really frustrating that Alabama's class that once counted towards ethics requirement doesn't anymore. So now, on top of getting my graduate degree and on top of double majoring and getting a specialization, I'm still having to go outside of school to take this one class and get the credit so I can just take the stupid test. This is just to take the test. It's not even to get the... I can't do it. I'm gonna go pick up the food. I need to shut up. Okay, I've left at 3:05 until 4:55, but I'll probably just work on my study guide, because I just like sit there. I'm more of like a managerial position during these lift sessions. But I have the Southern Belle Bowl, so good, cilantro, queso fresco, cilantro lime dressing, chicken, quinoa, brown rice, black beans. Oh god, I just got cilantro everywhere. Tomatoes, red onions. It's literally amazing. I need to take an in-feed picture for this, so I'm probably gonna do that really quickly actually before I eat, for my waterless stuff, because I've already made my reel. I need to do an Instagram story and then in-feed post, so I'm gonna do that really quickly. So I just got done with Lyft like 8 minutes ago trying to study. I'm almost done with my study guide. I worked on it during my class today and yeah, I'm just like trying. Hey Griff, wait, bring me that Celsius that's opened in there.
What?
The Celsius. I'm breaking out so bad from stress and stuff, and it's always like right there. I hate it. I've had this open in the fridge for like 2 weeks. Oh, it's way more full than I thought. I thought it was like maybe half full, but it's like 75% full. This is like the watermelon berry non-carbonated. It probably doesn't even work anymore because it's been in the fridge so long. This probably is a bad idea to drink at 5 o'clock, but I'm so tired and I don't need the nap right now. Normally when I drink Celsius, I feel really weird afterwards, but anyways, I'm going to clean off my desk because it's a freaking wreck right now. Okay guys, I just got a package in the mail. Adidas gifted me some stuff, and first thing is this cute tan little mini logo hat. It's so cute. I'm gonna show you guys the other stuff really quickly, but I have to try it on and stuff. I have to like try it all on and stuff, and I'm gonna go change into it, and I'm trying to take Instagram stories of it too. So first thing, it's a super cute mini I love just the baby logo. That's literally precious, and I love this tan color so much. I will have everything linked down below. This is just like a really cute cropped pullover. It's not like lined or anything, so definitely like lightweight, good to throw over for the gym or just on a warmer day, I guess. But it's a really pretty like nude rose color that I'm obsessed with right now. Love it. And these shoes, you guys, they're the Torsion X shoes. I think they're on sale. They're like $108, and they're really, that's like honestly really good for like a comfortable pair of like chunky sneakers. They're Adidas. But yeah, they're so cute. Just have like, they're like white and gray basically. So, but I like how like the hot pink just adds like a different detail. And then there's like this little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that little like string type thing that's kind of like, I don't know, it just reminds me of like a glow stick, and I don't know if they glow in the dark or what, but super cute. Obsessed with them. All right, I'm out on the balcony right now. I'm about to finally hopefully finish up the study guide. So I am starting to feed her out here like I said, but she hadn't had the opportunity to eat her breakfast yet because I had let her out here a couple times and she just wouldn't eat. So obviously it takes me being out here with her for her to eat, which is fine. It makes sense, but whatever. She's just like so intrigued by all the cars and people going by. It's just hilarious to watch. Her ears perk up and everything. But I've got some dried mango, water. It's annoying because it's like I'm fine going in the kitchen. Like I just filled up my water. I wanted to fill it up before nighttime because in our experience, the rodents like come out at night mainly, or like super early in the morning like it did this morning. I wanted to make sure like my water was filled up all the way before nighttime when I went in the kitchen. And we're fine with like going in the kitchen, unlike how it was like with the rats at the house, but obviously it was rats and it was like way different. The problem now is that just like it's not caught, so we just don't know where it is, and that's what's sketching us out and makes us uneasy, because then it's like any noise you hear or any little thing you feel on your body, you like instantly think it's an animal. So I'm just like not about it. And that's what sucks about paranoia, is that like when we moved in here I felt great and everything, but I still carried some paranoia over from the house. Like whenever I opened up underneath the kitchen sink and everything, I will forever be sketched out doing that, even in my own like parents' home. And now it's like all of that's confirmed again, and I have to deal with the paranoia of hearing things and thinking it's something, and that's just what really sucks about all of this. But I'm just gonna work on my study guide out here until the food gets here. So Griff and I have literally ate out every meal today, and we have not done that since the rats last year. So I think he ordered Chinese food, which I just got soup and rice. Stop trying to eat bugs. You just ate your dinner. Come here. Good girl. So it's like 8:30 or 8:40. I just went and ordered Griffin's 3-year anniversary gift, because that is coming up at the end of the month, and I just wanted to get it over with before I forgot, and I don't want there to be any shipping delays or anything like that. And I was just doing that to procrastinate, because I've yet to work on my study guide any more than I did when I was outside, and I barely got anything done outside because my dad called me. But I wanted to show you guys, I'm just like obsessed with buying soap from like small businesses and stuff right now, like on Etsy. This one's like a soap loofah. So it smells really good. It's like a citrus and something else. As you can see, it's literally like citrus, and then this part's like a sponge, and the inside is a sponge and the outside is soap, and there's like oats on the bottom. I'll leave a link down below where I got it from, but super cool concept. It's like, it's a soap loofah scrub bar, but it's like a actual sponge loofah. It's not a plastic loofah. And then I bought a soap saver. These are really good for when your soap bars like start to get really small and kind of break. And then I also have, I think the soap saver was from the same place, and then I got a sample of the vanilla coffee bean soap, which I'm gonna try out because I thought it smells great. And then last but not least, I got a little soap tray that matches the rest of everything in my bathroom so perfectly. Matches my little bamboo mat, matches my little stand, and now I have something to put my soap on. I do only have like that as my shower caddy, but I think I'm just gonna stick this on the ground so that the soap runoff can just go to the shower, because I've been just setting my soap in my caddy, but it keeps like slipping through because it's getting skinny. So there's a quick little Etsy haul, but I'm gonna shower because I feel like it'll make me feel a little bit better and just like rejuvenate me, because I feel like every time I sit at my desk I like end up doing something else on my computer, so I need to like refocus.
The 5-iron, Jerry.
We name all of our rodents that we get in the places we live, and this one's named Jerry. The previous two were...
Bro, get it moved. It's not in there.
My eyes are so heavy right now because I am so tired. It's 12:30 right now, and I'm gonna go to bed. I think I'm gonna get up around 7 and go on a walk just to clear my head, get out of here, and then study like all morning. I just remembered I have to do other homework though before 11, so I'm either gonna knock that out really quickly or do it tomorrow. But I'm dreading going to sleep. This is what I hate whenever we have problems like this, is going to bed, because I don't like not knowing what's going on whenever I'm asleep. So it's hard for me, and anytime I hear any noise I jolt awake, and it's almost too much for my heart to handle, because it goes from being at like a really resting heart rate to being like racing through the roof, and then it like takes me a second to catch my breath when I wake up, because that's exactly what happened at like 5 a.m. this morning. So it's just nighttime. It's so hard for me, and I'm so much better than I was, you guys. Like, we literally stayed in a hotel for 5 days last time, but it was also like, we didn't know how many there were last year, and there was a lot of other stuff at play. So it's just so frustrating that like just can't catch a break. But thank you guys for watching this vlog. I'm sorry it was literally so much talking between catching up with the house or the apartment situation, the CPA, messing up my test date, all that kind of stuff. It sucks right now, honestly. This has been a really hard week for me for a number of reasons, but it's just like stuff keeps piling on, and I feel like that's just the reality of life sometimes. A lot of times I've found that when you think you're at your lowest and like you can't get any lower, that's when the punches are gonna come, and you're just gonna keep getting kicked while you're down, and you just have to power through it. To some of you, you'll probably think I'm an idiot for even like being scared, but you guys don't understand. I was already scared of them, like pretty much phobia level scared, and then that happened in the house last year, and now this is happening. So you just don't judge what you don't understand. Everyone has their fears, everyone's scared of something, and until you live in a house with slimy rats, then you can come talk to me when they're pooping in your bedroom that you sleep in. So don't come at me with that. A lot of people pissed me off last year when they tried to judge me for what I was scared of, because like, oh my god, what are you scared of? Do you want me to sit here and judge you for it? No. I don't even know where I was going with that, but yeah, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm really tired. But thanks for watching. Sorry again for being chatty. Just want to be as real as freaking possible, because this is life, and I guarantee you something like this is gonna happen to a lot of you at some point in your life, because I've kind of realized that this is gonna happen to everyone at some point, unless they just always live in extremely nice places that are actually really well taken care of. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on social media, link down below. Check out my podcast. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and turn on post notifications. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Let's all like hang in there together. I feel like this is a difficult time for everyone right now for some reason, but yeah. Thank you to Waterless again for sponsoring this video. Definitely be sure to check their products out. You guys, seriously, my favorite way to do in between washes. So definitely check them out, and the link in the description. And I will see you guys in my next vlog. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. That was a really weird wave.